Yo, we back in the house. We getting mad deep. I'm with my guy Kenny Malice, man. Tell us what we got today.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mad Deep Show. Today we have a special one for you guys. Today we have my boy Antoine Taylor from The Cause International. What's up with you, brother? How you feeling today?
What's good, fam? How you living?
Awesome. Thank you so much for pulling up, bro. We really appreciate it. If you could give like a little quick introduction to what you do, who you are, where you're from, just to the fans, so we can kind of get to know a little bit more about you.
Okay, of course, man. Hey, first off, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming, bro.
Man, I'm loving the Mad Deep family already. Yeah, so let's get into it. My name's Antoine. I'm from Pacoima, California. Damn.
It's all good. The Apple Watch went over.
The Apple Watch going crazy. But yeah, Antoine from Pacoima, California. I got my own company called The Cause International.
Okay.
And basically what we do is we customize apparel for high schools, colleges. We have contracts with LUSD.
Right.
And on our streetwear side, we create apparel and we use % of our profits to travel around the world and give back to those in need. So that's essentially what we do and who I am. So
the thing I like about your company, what you do, is that it's very philanthropical, bro. It's pretty cool. You're giving out to the people, you're giving back.
Yeah.
How did you find it within yourself to because a lot of people start these businesses, they think, okay, I'm gonna start a brand for like I want to make my own art and stuff like that. But with this, it seems like you care more about the after effect of the like giving out and stuff like that. So how did you get into that type of like mindset?
Man, honestly, it started out when I was in college. So I played football. I played at North Hollywood, and I also played at Notre Dame High School. And then I was pretty decent in football. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Yeah.
I was pretty decent in football, and I got to have the opportunity to play in college at St. John's University in Minnesota. And basically, bro, grew up single parent mom, living with Grams, and I just wanted to. I was my first time being by myself, and I didn't want to ask moms for money, and I was just trying to figure out different ways to make money. So I started. Man, for real, I started washing people's clothes for money.
Really?
Yeah, that's how everything really started.
That's the first I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I started washing people's clothes for money. And it was crazy because I'll be scoring touchdowns on Saturday. People be having like posters of like myself or like about me, and I'll be washing their drawers on Sunday.
Wow, that's crazy.
Definitely humbling though. So I did that, and I did it for a year, and I was like, damn, like I'm tired of washing people's clothes. So I was like, what else can I do? And I started selling socks. And I sold 500 pairs in a week.
Oh, wow.
And that was the first time I made like $4,500 at that time. It was quick, simple, easy, in a week. And I was like, damn, like I've never done this before.
Yeah.
I'm 19. So I'm like, all right. And I only care about my family, essentially, like for giving back, to be real with you.
Right.
Growing up, I only cared about, like I said, just my people. And I never really cared to like give back to others, but for some reason I had on me, or just like, man, there's so many young men and women out there in worse situations, but who's those young men and women out there to make a difference? And I was like, dang, I kind of want to be that. And one of my best friends, his name's John Oliver. He played on our basketball team in college. Okay. And he has one hand, and he's a dog, like crazy. One hand, played basketball. Like
he has one hand.
One hand.
Like the other hand just is not there.
It's just not there.
Wow. And he was playing sports
like that. Hey, shout out to J-Mo, my bad, bro.
No, shout out to him. But like he was just playing sports with one hand.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a shout out to that guy.
He's a dog.
Legend. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was basically saying like, bro, I'm from the South Side of Chicago, and
really,
yes.
And he moved over here.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Playing ball in Minnesota.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So he played basketball, played football.
Okay.
And he was like, man, there's so many. He was like, bro, that would be dope if we went to my hood and gave back. And you got to think, Southside Chicago, Morgan Park, that's where like Dirk's from. Yeah. That's where like Keith's from. So like they going through, like that's their hood. So,
did you go to O Block? No, essentially.
I definitely didn't go to O Block, but Morgan Park's not far away.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Like growing up, that's the Boys and Girls Club in Southside. So people would go through that.
Okay, got it.
I didn't personally step on O Block with no invitation.
Right. No, yeah, that'd be crazy.
So yeah, man, that shit happened, and we went out there to the Boys and Girls Club, and drove my school bus from Minnesota to Chicago, 9 hours in the snow, and yeah, bro, we gave back. retrofitted it, gave like books, TVs, PlayStations, took 3,500 of the 4,500 back, and then there's like 120 kids, in the Boys and Girls Club, and one of the girls came up to me and said, Antoine, thank you for giving my first Christmas. And I think that feeling is what I've been chasing ever since. And that's like how the start of giving back happened. So
what's been the most rewarding thing about giving back? Like with your experience of what you've been doing, what has been like the most powerful thing that you're like, damn, I'm really making a difference out here?
No, I think it's two things to keep it a stack with you. One, I think I was giving back in the beginning for myself.
Okay.
To be real with you, I think I was giving back because I liked what it came with.
Like self-validation.
Yeah. Like, to be honest with you, like my first get back was Chicago. I got back to school. I had newspapers written about me. I was on the radio station. I was like, oh, this is fire. And then I went to Skid Row, gave back. Then I went to Detroit and Flint. And then one of my best friends, he's from Africa. So he's from a refugee camp in Kenya. And he basically came up to me. He's like, hey, bro, like, are you really giving back because you truly care? Or are you giving back because it looked good? And I think it was like one of the moments where like...
You have to be honest with yourself.
I had to be honest with myself. And I think it was kind of both. And I think it was kind of even more like, if I like what it comes with. And then he was like saying like, bro, like you're a good person, but I just want to make sure when you giving back, it's like for the right reasons. And like most friends are not going to check you like that. Yeah. And at first I was like, damn, like what's wrong with bro? Like we going crazy. Like we changing the world. Yeah. But he was like, bro, you can't change the world if you don't have good intentions. Yep. And I think that's when it really hit me. Like, to be real with you, like all those other give backs of me going to the Boys and Girls Club, giving toys and Skid Row and giving hygiene kits, that's cool for the day, but what are you changing? Yeah. And then it's like, okay, if you want to actually change the world, if you actually want to make a difference, if you actually want to stop talking and really be about your shit, like what are you going to really do? You need to make a systematic change. And that's when I got to like thinking like, okay, my best friend's from Africa and he was telling me about water. And I was like, dang, like not everybody has water. Yeah. Yeah. And
something a lot of us over here take for granted.
Facts.
To be honest.
No, a stack, bro. Like think about how many people leave empty bottle waters.
Yeah.
Like
all the time. All the time, bro.
See, you already know.
See all the time.
And it was crazy because like when he told me that, I was like, bro, this dude's tripping. Like I kind of got in defense mode. So then I called my homie back home. I called my homie who's actually studying abroad in Guatemala. So he was away for school in Guatemala. Right. And he's from East LA. So his name's Jacob Lucas. And he basically was telling me, I was like, bro, Abby like came at me today, bro. And I was like, he was like, to be real with you, Antoine, he kind of makes sense, bro. Because, bro, I'm in Guatemala. Like, we thought we were going through struggle. Yeah. Bro, I have to walk a block to go fill up water so my water can get filtered. And I was like, he said, bro, where I volunteer out here, the school don't have clean water, bro. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, they don't got clean water? He says, bro, like, we have to literally go to a town away to get water. And I was
that's
like,
crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. And I'm from America, so I've only been in LA and Minnesota.
Okay. I want to ask you something. Yeah. How do you feel about the temperament of like how a lot of us feel about the United States? Because a lot of people here seem to think that a lot of people have the idea that this country is terrible, right? Okay. Just because they have like, you know how it is. A lot of people don't like this country. Fact. How would you describe like the level of gratitude that we show over here as opposed to somebody in like Mexico or like Africa or like one of these third world countries? Facts.
That's a good question, bro. And honestly, it took me to travel to experience it to understand how grateful we should be here. And obviously, there's a lot of things that are wrong with our nation. Being African American male, yourself being Colombian and Mexican. Yeah, we're minorities, and I'm not going to say that what happens to us shouldn't be spoken about. Like it definitely needs to, but also like the fact that we have freedom of speech. Yeah, the fact that like man, I know like my people come from Africa, so like. The fact that I'm even able to speak to you, to be able to do this, to be able to own my own company, man, I'm grateful every single day. I can look at the negative stuff that's happening. I'm aware to it, but that's why you need individuals like myself, like you, having a vehicle of like, yo, let's talk about it. Yeah. Let's actually be about what we're saying. I feel like also, to go back what you're saying, in America, a lot of us talk.
Yeah.
There's so many people that talk these days. And that's why, like, I'm so big on just, like, action. Like, that's cool, bro. We could talk this whole time. But think about how many people are like, bro, I want to start a podcast. Bro, I want to do a podcast. Bro, no, you went to go do the podcast. Yep. You're doing it.
It's an opportunity that I'm grateful for, because I understand. Because one of the first times, bro, and I know you recently went to Mexico, right? Yep. And we'll speak about that in a bit. But I remember the first time that I ever felt like, damn, I really have it good, was the first time I ever went to TJ. Well, the first time I went to TJ and you cross that border, bro, you see the homeless people there, but like the homeless people aren't like the homeless people here that are like begging on the street. The homeless people there are with their entire family, giving out, like not giving out, but like selling stuff. Like they're trying to like make a living by offering a service. And I'm like, damn, those people have it so much worse down there. Like, I don't know, have you ever been to the border by any chance or no?
No.
So, bro, if you go to the border and you leave, there's a bunch of people while you're leaving the border, like selling candies, performing, like rapping for you, like singing for you. Like everyone's hustling there because everyone's trying to make money. And that was the first time I'm like, damn, I really need to step my shit up, and I really need to start hustling like these people are, because these people don't have it like I do, and I need to really appreciate what I have and go full force with it.
No, facts, bro. And like I haven't been to the border, but I experienced that in different countries.
Absolutely, yeah.
I peeped like, oh, okay, like this little girl is not asking me really for money. She's like, oh, can I make this bracelet for you?
Where's this at?
Kenya.
Okay, so tell me more about that, because I've never been to Africa at all. So how's that?
And even before we get into Africa, I just want to say real quick, because I think this is huge, especially the community that we're talking about. Just the Latino community in general. My first give back in Stolen Water, being an African American male, was Guatemala. Mm-hmm. So like, just understanding, like, that was my first time I ever seen water scarcity, and like, and installing water filters, seeing a whole village, like, really be so grateful that they have filters now because of my team and I, and the water. And I think that was my time when I realized, oh, okay, this is systematic change. It's not just going to happen. It's not just going to happen for just the now moment. Like Chicago, like in a month, they're not using those toys. You know what I mean? And maybe
they grow out of it.
You know what I mean?
Something else new. Yeah,
exactly. So like, we're providing something that's beneficial. So
and long lasting.
Exactly. And
that's something that like I think is so crazy, because I feel like the people that are in poverty, like they have so much more room for appreciation. So like when you do small things like that, like it really does matter. No, like a lot. Like providing water for someone that doesn't have the ability to drink. Like I seen on your thing that I got sent about like what you do, that you believe in the three main. If you could like refresh my mind, like water, like the three main human rights, like water, education, and health. Yeah.
So water and health, I focus internationally, and education is what I focus on within the U.S.
That's awesome, bro. Tell me about the recent trip you just made to Mexico. What'd you do out there?
Man, so first off, I went to Oaxaca, Mexico.
Okay. Southern Mexico.
Yes.
Yep.
First off, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Really nice. I've never been. I don't know what does it look like down there.
Man, the coast, the beaches, then you have the mountains, then you have the ancient history of all the indigenous people who came before.
Yep.
And like really understanding their culture. Like I think that's the biggest thing that I love about traveling and understanding cultures. Like when I'm giving back now, like especially internationally, like I know like we're solving a problem, but also they're giving back to me.
Right.
They're allowing me to realize like, okay, this is how it's happened. They're giving me great history. They're giving me great points to make me realize like, dang, we're one and the same.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I love. Like, I don't even, mi español, más o menos. You know?
How'd you learn Spanish? I mean, you're from California, so I mean, I feel like Spanish is just kind of something that people kind of pick up on because there's so many Hispanics down here.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, yo vive en España para 4 meses.
So okay. There you go. In Spain?
Yeah. That was just for some that was just for some like fun like shit.
So it's crazy because Spain is like kind of like where it's like that's how like Hispanics where Hispanics came from, because like the Spaniard culture came to like Southern America and stuff like that. So that's like where it all comes from.
Okay.
Being there and being in a place like Guatemala or Mexico, how would you compare those two places?
Different.
It's different, right?
It's like it's Europe.
It's European.
Europe, so
It's Europe.
It's completely different. Like the culture, like I really feel like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm in Calabasas when I'm in Spain,
right?
Or like Camarillo, and then like when I'm in like Guatemala or Mexico, I feel more comfortable. It's like I'm in the Valley or LA.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more familiar, probably.
It feels more familiar.
Yeah.
But like I loved it. Like I loved being out there. I loved the space.
And then what did you do, and what was the event you had in Mexico?
Yeah, so basically we went out there in Oaxaca. We went to it's in Oaxaca County, but it's in a rural part. It's called Yahe. Okay. And we basically installed a rainwater harvesting system. And what that is basically, so in Mexico, especially Oaxaca, like it rains like 58 to 62% of the year. That's what was told to us. And in Mexico, they have different purifications for water, but they don't have water for plumbing, for they don't have water storage. Yeah. And basically, like, we partnered up with the nonprofit out there. It's called Isla Urbana. And basically, they created a system, the rainwater harvest system, and it basically transforms rain, and it goes through two, just like the rain comes in on the roof, right? So we have on the roof, we created a platform where rain comes, and when rain comes on the roof, it basically goes into a pipette, like a tube, and then it goes and it gets filtered into a point where it's clean. There's three phases of the filtration. It's 200 liters, and then after it gets filtered, it then goes into a 5,000 liter tank. So it's a lot of water, and you got to think like in your head, like, oh, you just flush the toilet out here, or you just wash dishes out here. No, they don't have water to do that. They don't have plumbing. So basically, we created that rainwater harvest system. So now they have water storage.
So you provide sort of like an infrastructure for these towns and these like places. Wow, bro, that's really sick. You're doing big things, bro. For real, like that's crazy. Because I wanted to interview because when she told me like what you do, I was like, damn, like that's something that's really important to kind of put out there, because I feel like that needs to be pushed more out into like what's being promoted and stuff like that.
I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for even like letting me like even give you that story. Cause
yeah, of course, bro. It's fire. Like it's super cool. Like I think it's really dope.
And I think thank you. And I grew up like I said, I grew up in the Valley. I grew up with Black and Mexicans like my whole life. So like I think even just being able to like show the world like how we're coming together. Like I don't look at race. I don't look at color. I look at souls. And to be able to do that for my brothers and sisters that I grew up with, it means everything. And another thing that shows people like I'm not rich, you know, like I'm still grinding. I'm still trying to get there. And you don't have to be because I always thought when I was younger, you have to make this much to give back. You have to be here to do this. No, you just got to go do it. You got to go get it. I drive a Ford Explorer. Like, you know, like I'm still trying to make it happen. I'm still chasing my dreams every single day.
And that's respectable too, because a lot of people won't feel like they have enough to give back, but you're like, nah, I'm gonna give back regardless.
Facts.
Fire.
And I love doing it. I'm just honestly, I'm living within my cause. Yeah. And that's kind of like what I want to promote, because I feel like if everyone chased their cause, like a lot of people, I think growing up, they always ask me, what do you want to be in life? Like what you want to do? And like, we always figure out different things that we want to do. Yeah. But no one's ever asked me in my life, like, what's your cause? Like, why are you here on earth? Like, what's your cause? Because if we can identify at a young age what's our cause, then that will allow us to figure out what job we should do. How should our life change? What route should we take?
And when people think about the cause, it's more broad than people think it's supposed to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you're I'm pretty sure like you didn't know exactly how you were gonna do your cause, but you just did it, and that's what ended up being what you're doing. Facts. Because you followed your cause.
Facts.
That's super dope, bro. I really appreciate you coming to tell that story. And then also I know you do a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
So if you could tell me more about, I know you told me that you did a little bit of managing. You're involved with like the music industry. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Of course. So basically, during the pandemic, like I said, another part of my company, The Cause, we do apparel for like LAUSD. So when the pandemic happened, when the pandemic happened, all schools shut down.
Yeah.
So I had no business. So I couldn't make clothes for schools. My contract stopped. And basically I started working. So that's how I started my streetwear. And my streetwear my first shirt I made, it went viral and it landed me on DaBaby and Roddy Ricch's music video for BT.
Really?
Yeah, it went crazy. But that's all God though.
Wow.
Like I didn't know what I was doing too.
How did your shirt end up on a DaBaby? Oh, you said DaBaby and who?
Roddy Ricch's. It was Rockstar.
Oh my, dude, that song is huge.
Yeah.
That was in the music video?
Yeah. Like on the BET Awards, because they had the regular one when he's in the forest, and then they have the BET Awards. So like the BET Awards, remember during the pandemic, they couldn't have people come, so they had to shoot it, and it was like a bunch of like different videos from everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I was on
wow.
Roddy Ricch's.
Congrats on that. That's super big.
Oh, thank you, bro.
That's super fire.
Thank you.
What came from that?
So what happened was nothing with them, but it was a platform for the cause to be put on, and I think that was really big. And then it also that was like my first piece of merch that I had with my streetwear. So that allowed me to jumpstart that. And I said all that to say that's when I got into the industry, because the casting director who's like, oh, you need to wear that shirt. She was like, do you have more people? Because we need more people to like be in this video. And I was like, oh yeah. So I invited like 30 of my homies. So that whole BT video, Roddy Ricch's music video, like I'm gonna say 70% of that is my friends that I casted.
Wow.
And then they were like, bro, you want to be a casting director? And I was like, what's a casting director?
Were you in there or no?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you were in it?
I'm front center. Like,
oh, fire. Okay, bet.
and but I was just doing it just off of love. Like, oh bro, slide.
Yeah.
And they were like, wait, what you just know all these people? I was like, yeah, these are my friends. Like, I grew up here, so like it's like these are people I grew up with.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, okay, well come work for her. And I started doing that during the pandemic. And then when I was doing that, I started working with like influencers and started working with TikTok, like the live stream portion of TikTok. And that's when I met my friend Davies Nicola. That's one of the artists I manage. And I also through that time, I met my other artist named Wendell O'Brien. And his artist name is DZ. And I fell in love with, being a manager and just helping my brothers like get to the next level. So that's kind of like how it started. But now, 2 years into management, one of my friends, I'm not sure if you know this, but there's this show called on Revolt, it's called Crew League. It's like when rappers play against each other.
On Revolt?
Yes.
Oh, is that the basketball?
Yes.
Okay, I seen that. I just seen that. Yeah, I just seen that.
Okay, so my first year at Crew League, my friend played in it, and I was a guest. I was just like a regular guest, and I watched it. Then I'm helping this guy put up chairs, like at the end, because I'm waiting for my friend, and he was just like a middle-aged black guy, and I was like, I just seen him struggling putting up chairs, so I'm thinking like, oh, he's like an intern or something. So I'm like, oh, let me help my bro out, just helping because I'm waiting. So I was like, hey bro, you need help? He's like, yeah bro, can you do this? I help him out, putting the chairs up. Then he's like, hey bro, come to the back. And I come to the back, and I'm like, oh, like we're passing a lot of stuff. So I'm like, oh, he must work here or something. And then now it looked like we're in an exec room. And I'm like, hey bro, like my name's Antoine, like what's your name, bro? He said, oh bro, my name is Vlad. They call me V Live. I'm executive producer on the show. And I was like,
wow.
What the heck, bro? And then the next year, I'm in contact with him the next year, the second year of Revolt. I'm his assistant on set. And then now, later to find out, he's an A&R for Metro Boomin.
Wow.
And he's also the manager for Uncle Waffles. And I've been learning and just understanding everything from him. So,
damn, that really just goes to show like a little gesture
yeah,
to someone who you have no idea who it is. bro, that could really change your life. Like, a small gesture. If you see someone, like, what you saw him putting up some chairs, like, let me go help bro out.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's like, that's something where it's like that's like when your character's put into tests.
Facts.
I feel like, you know, when stuff like that comes up, like, are you gonna go think you're too good to like help someone out, or are you gonna like be humble and be like, hey, let me help y'all, and then boom, look at you now, friggin' it came with all these different connections, bro. It's super sick. So how's life been after that?
Man, just busy. Like, now since COVID, business is doing pretty decent.
Okay.
I lost all my employees during COVID. So now, after like a year and a half or 2 years, we have 10 employees at the cause. I really going locked in with my artists for managing. We're on rollouts. We're dropping. Also, I've been an assistant for 6 months, and I'm learning so much into the industry, how to leverage, how to understand. So it's like, it's crazy what you just said. You just said like your character, and also just like humbling yourself.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's what God did for me all the time, because I was washing people's clothes, even though I'm scoring touchdowns on Saturday and people know me on campus, but I'm washing their clothes. So I got humbled. And then even now, like being an assistant, I'm a CEO. Like, I have 10 employees, but I'm also an assistant to someone else.
Yeah.
So that's humbling too.
Yep.
Cause I don't know, like, Antoine, go do this at 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, in my head, it's like, bro, you need to go do that. You got to swallow your pride and go do that.
But you know what though? It's cool when a boss can really put himself as like an assistant, or, you know, if they can put themselves as somewhere below that, because then you see perspective, and then you're able to treat your like your kingdom, like you're able to treat your people like, okay, this is how I want to be treated, so I'm gonna treat these people this way.
Oh God. And you get better at that, man. Like, I think like it's my first year and a half being a boss. Like, really like having payroll and everything like that. So like, I'm learning a lot. Like,
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Bro, you're doing really well.
Bro, I appreciate
Doing
it.
really well.
A lot of L's though. This is my first W in 6 years.
Yeah.
So like, I've been at this for 6 years.
Yep.
And this is my first W this year.
I mean, you can't spell millionaire without a couple L's, bro.
Come on, damn.
Shout out to Cam Guapo. Cam Guapo, he's a rapper. Cam the Guapo. He said that shit in a song. I was like, damn, that was real.
Bro, I'll say I'm about to take that right now.
No, I'm saying like, can't spell millionaire without a couple L's. Like, that shit's real. You know, it's real.
True.
It's real. And what do you have planned for, I guess, like the future for your company, for the cause?
Yeah.
What do you have? Where are you trying to expand? Are you trying to like
Check me out, bro.
Yeah, let me know. What are you trying to do?
Check me out. So like, all right, cool. So so internationally, we've been talking about how to install water.
Okay.
Right? But like, I'm from Pacoima. Like, I want to give back to my people.
Yeah.
But you just got to do it in a way that makes sense. So I think education is huge. And education, I think people think of college. That's not what I think education. Because I think...
Speak on that, because that's actually a really interesting point.
No, we're about to go crazy. You know?
Yeah. Tell me.
You thought I said some crazy shit before. Well, check what I got now.
Let me know.
So obviously we got the cause, right?
Yeah.
So the breakdown of why I do apparel for schools. I do that, one, because it's a government contract. So every year we're doing apparel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So two, I'm helping the next generation, the next consumer.
Yep.
They're rocking what? The cause.
Yep.
So now all these sports kids, the leaders, they're not rocking Nike no more. And even though Nike's amazing, but like, and I got some on right now, but what I'm saying is like, they're starting to rock me.
Yeah.
And I love that, because now I'm having a hand in the future. So because of that, and this is, again, it's just like God's doing everything right now. So I'm doing the apparel. I'm so grateful, because I took all those L's this year. Like, we signed last academic school year, because this academic school year started 2 months ago. But last academic school year, I signed 187 sports teams. So I was so grateful, because I remember when I had 0. I was like, yo, I want to show these high school kids there's so many ways to being successful. And what I mean by that is like, my homie, he's fly as shit. Like, fly as shit. And Hispanic dude, fly, grew up with him, went to school together. You look at him, you're like, bro, that dude probably models an influencer. Nah, he's a plumber and he makes $300,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then 2, you feel me?
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like, so many people, like, there's so many jobs out here that people kind of don't realize that it's like, bro, if you really focus on this, you can make stupid bread. Like, you might not think that,
Stupid.
but like, you'll be pulling up in a fucking Lambo. You know what I mean? Just like post it up and it's like, what do you do? Oh, I own a plumbing business. Or like, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, bro, as long as you get your bread. Like,
Bro, get your bread, do it the right way, and just smooth. Stay out the way.
Yep.
So he's like that. Then I got my other person, dropped out of high school, didn't finish high school, but he got a program that's cybersecurity for 9 months. He makes $85K. This man never did any tests, my guy. Then I have someone who's a doctor, just to show him that route. And then I have one of my homies, he was an All-American. So like he went to him. So like when kids see that, they're like, oh my God, he's on Netflix. So I show him So I was like, okay, I know all these people. So I went to the schools I do apparel. I said, let me throw an assembly for you guys. It's called the What's Your Cause Tour.
Oh.
And I'm going to show you different ways of being successful.
That's actually crazy. That's dope,
bro.
That's actually really cool.
Thank you, bro. So
that's
like,
useful. A lot of kids need to see that. Yeah.
Think about if I knew that. That's how I'm thinking in my head. Like, bro, I want somebody. And I'm talking about. I'm bringing 19-year-olds to 26-year-olds. We're young. I'm not talking like principal or your first period teacher. Nigga, can I say that?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
We're good. You're chilling, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. Yeah, talk your shit, bro. Turn up. Like, come on, let them know.
It's like, I'm on some shit where I'm on like, bro, talk to me like how I really talk, like how we really talk when it's outside. And like, I've been in so many positions where I had to change like who I am in different situations. Cause I need, oh, hello, how you doing? Turn on like that. Then like, oh, what's good, King? Like turn on like that. So I know how to turn it on. But now since I'm running it, I want to show you like you can talk like this and do it like this and be doing this. So let me show you how to be successful with or without college. Cause at the end of the day, all this shit, you gotta have hard work. If you don't got hard work,
it don't matter.
It don't fucking matter.
That's funny, yeah. It don't matter, yeah.
So I did that with the schools. They're like, all right, do an assembly. And I'm doing it I did it for free because I just want kids to win. So I'm doing it. And I did like Alliance. That's like a charter school in Pacoima. Then I did Manual Arts. That's across street from USC, South Central. Then I did Diego Rivera. That's South Central too. Then I did View Park right across the street from Nissy Hustle store. Like literally on Slauson, Crenshaw. So I'm going to all these different schools and showing them this is how you be successful. And the principals are like, bro, this is fire. Like,
it sounds crazy.
You should get paid for it. And I was like, you can get paid for assemblies? And they were like, yes, bro. And I was like, oh no, it's over now. So now we're doing now this year we're rolling out the What's Your Call school tour. And now we about to show these kids there's so many ways of being successful. And that's what we're doing now. So like, that's how we're going to do education.
That's crazy. That's actually really sick, bro. I would love to like talk. I would like to go to one and like see like what you do, because I want to like, bro. That's so cool to me because like you said, a big part of like why kids are confused is because they don't understand that there's different ways of being successful, because they get told either you have to go to college and like do that route, so they think that they have to do that. They don't get taught like the entrepreneur route, or they think that like, oh, I don't want to work a job. I don't want to like, I just want to like make my money, but they don't have a plan and they don't know how to do it. So you have to kind of educate them and lead them in the right direction so they know that you have their best interest. Because that's why a lot of kids don't listen, bro. A lot of kids don't listen because they think that adults are just trying to like punk them or trying to, but if you help them understand that way, bro, we're just trying to help you so that you don't go through the same bullshit that I had to go through. That'll really humble them and that'll make them like really listen. I think that I haven't been to what the thing that you're doing, I haven't seen it, but like from what it sounds like, just showing those different paths of success is really healthy for kids to see, because people don't really know that.
No fact.
You know what I mean? So
and you said it, so you already know what that means. You need to be one of the panelists. That's what that means, bro.
Bro, I'm down. Dude, I'm down. Yeah, absolutely.
And he said it here.
I'm down.
He said it here, y'all.
I'm down to talk to the kids, bro, because a lot of kids are lost nowadays, dog.
Thanks.
A lot of kids, you know, a lot of kids nowadays, I mean, I'm 23. Okay. We're not that far from age, but I'm sure I grew up a little bit probably more with technology than you did probably. And imagine these kids now. Because now you have kids that are like from birth growing up with like an iPad, And they just see stuff on the internet and they don't understand what real life is. And as soon as you show them the real life, like, hey, bro, you could be successful. Like, this is what you need to do.
You saying it
it's
like
over,
that.
bro. Cause that's why I like what you do, bro. Cause a lot of people don't understand that, hey, there's a lot of ways to be successful. And the fact that you're showing it's really helpful for kids. Bro.
Bro, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I'm just doing the shit that I wish it was done for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's kind of like, that's just like how I'm thinking about it. Cause like, I'm just thinking like, damn, man, if I knew like you could give back, own a nonprofit, get money and give money, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like I would have started this shit earlier.
Now I have to ask, because you are dealing with kids.
Yeah.
Do you ever have like a situation where you feel like, damn, like they're not taking it seriously?
Okay, so yeah, we have. So we've been on 4 tours so far, and I think we did good on 3 of them.
Yeah.
But that last one was, I think we ended well. But when you go into the different areas, you have to make sure, and this is where I messed up as a leader, you got to meet them where they're at, and also you got to make sure you're putting people, like you got to make like whatever the demographic is, you got to meet that.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like I knew in Pacoima, it's majority Hispanic. So I knew I need to showcase that. My panelists can't be black, Asian, white. Maybe we can have 1 or 2, but majority needs to be that. So they can like, I understand what you
see familiar faces and
Exactly.
see themselves as some.
You know what I mean? I got to see myself.
Yeah.
And that matters.
It does matter. Yeah.
And the last one, I think I wasn't really thinking about that too much because it was going so well that like she was amazing. I had a white girl in South Central.
How did that go?
I mean, I think they were looking at her for different situations, but what you call it. And you know, like I could have just did better with my pool, and that's where I messed up as a leader. So when I took those mental notes, because I'm filming everything, like I'm breaking it down just like I play a football game. Like I'm looking at the notes, like okay, this is where I messed up. Okay, this is where we messed up, and like. What's cool about this too, that now the Cause Tour is helping us like fund like all my friends, like we're creating this together. Like the Cause teams is kind of hard because it's like I'm doing the government contracts, but the Cause Tour, this is where you can bring like the people I'm building this with, and now they have jobs. Now we're going school to school and making a difference. And these are our next consumers. These is the youth. This is the future. So if you trying to make anybody and also I have my artists perform at my tour.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so
give him a little concert.
Exactly.
Fire.
So like it looks like, but it is. My artists go on tour. So my artists go on tour November 9th, and we're going to the end of the year. So the goal is to have 100 schools right now. So we're doing pretty decent. We just gotta keep going.
Man. Antoine's really doing it big, guys. You're really doing it big, bro.
I appreciate you, King.
Do you have anything else that you want to like I guess promote or let the people know about?
Man, honestly, yeah, I do. Okay, so we got a brunch fundraiser, October 21st. Would love to have you there if you can come.
Hit me up, bro. I'm definitely, if you just let me know in advance, I'll definitely make some time to
I'm
do that.
definitely gonna slide it then. So anybody watching this, if it's out October 21st, brunch fundraiser, we literally it's gonna be bombs, mimosas at an event, and it's also like Rock Nation brunch. You know, you gotta put that shit on.
Yep.
You feel me?
We'll go cover it. Yeah.
Come on, get
Absolutely.
right. And then and we're using the money to install water in Ghana. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to put that pressure on myself. I came back Saturday from Oaxaca. December, I'm trying to go to Ghana. Every quarter, I'm trying to install water. So in 2024, starting now to the end of 2024, I want to do 1 installation every single quarter. So,
have you ever considered going to the Philippines?
What do you think we going?
Okay, you guys are going? Okay, fire, yeah.
So quarter 1, quarter 2 is when we're going to go to the Philippines.
Oh,
it makes sense. We from LA.
Yeah.
You know,
hey, there's, you know what I mean? Like, they're everywhere. Like, because the area I'm from, I grew up with, because the whole SGV area is mostly Hispanic and Asian. Okay. So I grew up with a lot, like, I live right next to a Jollibee. Feel me? Like, you know what Jollibee is?
No.
So Jollibee is
I thought like this.
Yeah. So it's like a Filipino restaurant, but like I'm just so familiar with seeing Filipino people around here. Yeah. That like that's dope. Yeah. If you, to help like the home country out for them.
No, we got to. Dope, yeah. And I think it's even huge because I think what I want to do in LA, because I'm still building. Like nobody some people know me. Like I'm gonna keep pushing like what I'm doing, because when you know the cause, like you coming in with energy. Like if you come, bro, you're gonna see people from every part of the world sliding, and you coming in, because like, you know, when you coming in, like, and you know, like the person who invited you has good energy,
Yeah,
and you kind of got to match that energy, because you're like, oh, I'm going around his people, let me kind of be that type of energy. Obviously be yourself, but once people know like, oh, Twan, oh yeah, we gotta, oh, what's good, like I greet everybody, what's good, king, what's good, queen,
Yeah.
because you're a king.
Yeah, hell
She's
yeah,
a queen,
bro.
I do that every single time. I look
That's
in your
good
eyes,
energy to
so,
spread, man. A
you
lot
got
of
to.
people, man, it's hard to find people that are really down to just give that positive energy to people, because everyone's like, you know, a lot of people are fucked up nowadays and they don't want to give that. They don't want to give that positive energy, but
A lot of people are followers.
yeah, a lot of people. Yeah.
Because if you're a leader, that ain't cool. If you're a follower, you're gonna do what you think is cool, and that shit not cool. So that's why we need people like ourselves to really push that shit forward.
Fire, damn, man, this was really awesome, bro. I feel like I got to know you a lot more, and I got to know what you're doing a lot more, and they got to know and understand what you're doing a lot more, and it's gonna be really good. Like, it's gonna be grow. I can already see it going crazy. But thank you so much for pulling up, bro. Of
course.
Really appreciate it. I don't know if you have like any like final thoughts that you want to let the people know about or anything like that.
No, I just want to say thank you for having me, fam.
Absolutely, yeah.
I appreciate you. Anything you need, tap in with me. I got you. We gotta get you some gear shit too.
For sure. Let me know, bro. I'm down. Yeah, we could definitely work on some shit, and then also like let me know about that little things you want me to come to, because we're down to come and cover it and like make some, you know, like publicize it more and stuff.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Easy, King. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Antoine. Appreciate you. You're the best, bro. You're a good person, bro.
Thank you, King.
It's hard to find people like you it's hard to find charitable people that are down to do philanthropy, because, you know, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
You know, I would assume so. So
yeah.
Again, thank you, bro, for pulling up. We appreciate you guys. Antoine Taylor from The Cause International.
Come on now.
Thank you so much for pulling up, bro. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Tune in on the next one, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
All right.